if you, for example, this girl he's talking about, if you're like, oh my God, she's super bad, would you invite her to come to the fight in Manchester, or you're not like that for like a public thing?
What, like, would I bring a bit?
Yeah.
I always bring a bit.
I was like, you're in trouble.
All the fights, I bring a bit. Fight week, nigga, I be nervous. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, are you having these girls in the room with you every week?
I mean, like, they calm my nerves. So I'm like,
great.
What do you mean by that?
So like, I'll like cuddle and shit. So like, I'll get like little spoon and shit like that. And like calm my nerves.
You're the little
before the fight. I want to cuddle. Feel me? I don't want to be like, nigga, I'm be up at 3 a.m. shadow boxing.
He's like,
like no. You know what I mean? I mean,
she's asleep.
Okay, no.
he's like throwing like rolls and shit.
Night of the fight, no. Like, I don't sleep with them and fuck them. Like, fight week, especially this fight, now I'm gonna take it like more serious. I need my legs. You dig? But like, usually for like fight week, I like have a beer, or I be chill, cause it like gets your mind off the fight. You don't want to think about the fight all the time. You know what I mean? Cause you overthink
Can't
it.
be distracted.
Yeah, then you get anxious, and then that takes a lot of energy out of you too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's good to have somebody like to talk to.
Well, I saw this study that was done. It was like women give off like a pheromone that like calms men's nerves, and so like a lot of like these super famous fighters, they usually don't even let women inside of fight camps, because I guess they're saying like you should be on some sort of edge. Everybody's different, obviously, but like they say like you should be on some sort of edge. And so like,
well, that's kind of true, but it depends on the person. Well, I say like, well, for me at least, fight week, like at least like that Tuesday, Wednesday and shit gets my mind off of it.
It's influencing fighting. You know, it's not like we're not fighting for the WBC. Like, you know,
you're right.
We got belts on the line.
Yeah, we do have belts on the line.
We do got
Are
belts.
you fighting for a belt too?
Yeah. I'm fighting for a new belt and defending the one I have.
Well, you're getting a new one.
Well, we all get a new one. We get like that white one. It's like a white. It's nice.
You guys better both be coming back with some.
Oh, you already know.
Oh, we're back on the podcast like this. Hey, this chair and this chair is gonna be just for the belt.
I'm taking shots off the belt. You guys both.
We're eating dinner, all that.
Oh God.
I was just like, here's the thing with fighting. I feel like some people don't realize how much time and mental space goes into it. Do you guys like see a difference, or how it like affects your relationships, whether they be friendships or even more than that, with like dating and whatnot? Do you think it gets in the way of that? Because like, you know, this is kind of like a relationship based podcast. I just want to dive.
I feel like, you know, with that, Dean and Dan both can agree with me when I say like 90% of what we do is you wake up, you train, you eat, you train again, you sleep. That's the majority of what you're doing during fight camp. So I think if you're allowing a girl or anybody, if you're making time for them, that speaks tremendous numbers to how you feel about that person, because nobody wants to do anything when
That's all you got.
Yeah. So, I mean, Dean, I guess.
Yeah, I don't even feel like doing shit. Facts. I don't even feel like going to the red carpet events sometimes.
Yeah, we're not going to no red carpets. We're not going to no dinners.
I'd be tired, bro. I didn't even want to come to the podcast, but I was like, I fucked with Chase.
Appreciate you.
I came for you, my boy. But yeah, no, it just depends on the girl too. Like if she annoying, like I don't want to be around her shit. You know what I mean? But if she's cool and like she understands and she supports, you know what I mean? If she's like rocking with you, then you know I fuck with it. You know what I mean? But
because not forever.
It's gotta be a balance though. It's gotta be a balance. Because you know niggas, we want to be alone, but we don't want to be by ourselves. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like I want my space to just sit there, but like I also like having people. You know, just leave me alone in my corner. But I'm glad that I'm not by myself in a dark room.
Just go in your room for now. I'll just be over here.
Yeah,
but don't leave.
10 feet.
All right. We were talking about this on the way over here with like Jake Paul and stuff. How, you know, with Jake Paul and his team of people, there's like 7 or like 10 of them, but they all live in the same house, but they all have like separate parts of their house. So it's like, you know, I'm sure he does like a lot of the shit in himself, and he has like his own entourage, but like he can wake up and go for a run. And as fighters, we like to run together. We like to train together. You know, Dan, he's my accountability guy. That's why he's here during every fight. Dude flies from Toronto, goes through every bit of the training with me, and you know, shout out to him.
That's right.
And you know, that's why he's ringside. You know, nobody understands how hard it is to be a fighter, a trainer, because this shit is mentally, physically, emotionally.
It's not for everybody.
It's not. And you're getting punched in the face at the end of the day. So for somebody to voluntarily do it to make sure that you ain't going through it by yourself, you know, like that. Shout out to you.
Well, first off, he's my boy, so obviously I'm gonna be there. But it's cool having this kind of inside perspective, because everyone only sees, these guys on Twitter posting videos or doing whatever, but to get like the behind the scenes look, like every day, the grind of actually what it takes is actually pretty special. One, to be around, but two, you see like the dedication, it actually takes. So everyone wants to joke, around the internet, but at the end of the day, they're the ones that are in the ring, fighting for a belt, and they have a lot more to lose than we do. So to see the train every day, it's pretty crazy. It's tiring us sometimes, but every day you gotta get up and do it.
And you getting like mad viral clips, like Dean's clip. But my favorite clip is the backflip.
Yeah, nigga. I'm running that shit back though, bro. My mama.
You got me. Where was it? Which fight was it? In Texas, when you said you're gonna do the backflip of the open workout? I'm like, is he actually gonna do a backflip?
Oh, everybody was watching. He's like,
The funny thing is, I haven't attempted a backflip since that day. I think.
You're that time and that time only.
I got PTSD
on national television, bro.
I haven't even did it at Sky Zone, bruh.
Wasn't even the Kansas first card too? Was that Misfits one?
Yeah, that was the first Misfits.
Buddy.
20, I think it was 22,000 people, bro.
Was that your first ever fight?
Yeah.
Wait, Dean, how many belts do you have? Do you have 2 belts or just the Misfits one?
We had 3. Well, the first one from the first fight, because remember they were with that PBA. They were with some other company.
ICB or something.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
silver shit.
Those belts look better than the Misfits one though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they're pretty
They're shiny. Every time I used to go to the airport with them
Yeah.
to go travel, nigga, those are. Oh my god, that one's look at that belt. They wouldn't even look at the other one. I'm like, damn.
Well, we got white ones now too.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, white ones gonna be cool.
That'd be cool. But the ICB belts, them bitches was fly. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, I had that one. I still had that one from the Waleed fight, and then I got 2 from the Waleed fight, the ICB one and the Misfits one, and then so that gave me 3, and then they got rid of the ICB belts, so now I have 2 Misfits belts. Yeah.
So technically, in this fight that you're about to do, are both those belts on the line? Like that you're about to fight Waleed?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I'm defending, but I'm also getting in the belt.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's kind of messed up though, because like there's so many people that want a shot at the fight, and I think at this point too, like you've won enough fights, you've defended your belts, you've been the champ for over a year now. I think on like I don't know what the averages for most fighters are. They fight once, twice a year, but you fought 3 times in the last year.
Paulie tag team. This is gonna be the 3rd one this year.
You fought Waleed last November. You fought Paulie. You've already fought on the tag team shit, so this will be number 4.
This will be a number 4 yet.
Yeah. So defending a belt 4 times a year is ridiculous. Like, just so you are fully aware.
But it's also like I have the belt, so whoever I fight, I'm pretty much defending.
Of course, but like it's not like you don't get to pick your opponent though.
Not really.
Like ideally Waleed, it is what it is with him. But like in my opinion, a 3-time Golden Glove winner should not be fighting an influencer. And not only did you beat him once, but now he gets a second shot to fight an influencer again. Me personally, I think that should be an exhibition, because I don't think a belt should be on the line for that. Because I think, and that's not no discredit to you. I think you're gonna win, like 100%. I think you're gonna do it twice. But like, all I'm saying is like he has a pro fighting experience. You have street fighting experience. You beat him.
Difference.
You don't have Golden Gloves. He has nothing to lose. He has everything to gain and nothing to lose. If he loses again, he walks away with nothing. If you lose, you lose your belt. Like for me, if I was him, I'd be like, okay, I will put my belt on the line, but I want your Golden Gloves. If I win, that's what I would have told him.
Give me
Something needs to be on the line for you. If I beat you again, bring me your Golden
Oh
Gloves.
God! All right, how about that, nigga? Waleed, hey, once I whoop your ass and knock your ass out again, nigga, bring me that Golden Glove belt, the trophy, whatever it is you got, nigga, and let's run it.
And he gonna be rocking the necklace with Waleed's Golden Gloves.
I'm gonna get that Golden Glove necklace, a Golden Glove trophy, and I'm gonna keep my Misfits belt.
Right.
I can't believe you guys were on a tag team together.
That was crazy.
Like I remember when that was announced, and I was sitting there like watching all this.
He said, I'm here to help you. He said, Dean Fitz, I'm out of here.
Yeah, you literally got up.
That's
and-
it, nigga. I'm going to Kingpin, but Kingpin is there bankrupt, so I was like, God damn it.
Get him out of
You're
here.
like, I have no option.
We got on Kingpin, we got girls pulling out their tatas on national
Right.
TV. We
That
got
was wild.
we got people not getting paid.
But apparently she got told to do that.
No
that's
way.
what, bro. Yeah, you didn't hear about that.
Someone told her to do that.
The promoter, the guy.
She leaked a WhatsApp chat, right?
No
So
way.
so they were this is what
recorded
happened.
that bitch.
Yeah, they were crucifying her for doing this.
Yes.
But she leaked the messages, and he was trying to send voice notes. He goes, "It's okay for you to do, but just don't say anything that I did it." And then And then when all of it was
Oh
going
no,
out,
I didn't know he said that.
Yeah. So there's a voice.
I just seen the screenshot.
So there's a voice note where she played the voice note. The guy was basically, he's like, hey, sorry, I'm at the airport right now, so I'm gonna send you a voice note. Yeah, you have my official, unofficial approval to do it. Go ahead and do it. But if it comes back, don't say I did it. And then she had gone on to say that after she got suspended and all this and that, he had come up to her and said, hey, just don't say anything. It wasn't me, blah, blah, blah. She goes, yeah, it's fine as long as I don't get in any trouble for it. Well, then obviously she got a hefty penalty.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and then he came back and was blackmailing her,
That's fucked up.
saying don't say anything, this, that. She said, fuck all that. Posted
Nigga,
all
you
the
already
screenshots,
bankrupt. I ain't getting shit.
He said in the chat too. He said to her in the chat as well. He's like, I think it's gonna be pretty viral. So like she was like, okay.
Yeah, of course. Any girl would be like, okay, views, more money, like that sort of thing.
OnlyFans.
Every single OnlyFans girl thinks that
she
way.
probably made bank that day.
100%.
That week.
So much.
I want to see some more of those.
Oh
That's
God.
so messed up that the promoter used her for that, though. Because if it wasn't for that viral clip, like
Karma's a bitch though. Look at them now. They bankrupt.
Yeah, I mean that's true. But like using a girl in that way for like,
Well, that's when you would sue somebody for defamation as well.
So you guys, that's 2 situations on this podcast. Keep your receipts. Keep those.
Keep your receipts.
Facts.
Record everything.
Or keep
back
your
up what
receipts.
you say
Facts.
with
Just in
something
case.
in writing.
never know,
NDAs
bruh.
only.
Well, the guy tried to just pull like the fast one too, because I think in his head too, he knew that he had sent her messages, and obviously you could try to delete stuff off of WhatsApp, so it's smart for her to screen record the conversations on WhatsApp. Because I ran into a situation with my manager with that, different story, but anyways, so she had that whole conversation. And you got to think like, bro, she probably sat on this conversation, whether she was going to leak it or not, probably waiting to see if she was going to get paid from Kingpin. Kingpin's obviously bankrupt now. And like, you know, and now all she walked away with was no fight paycheck, a suspension from the zone.
And probably a fine.
And a fine. So she had everything to lose.
Hey, but hey, she OnlyFans chick, boy.
Right. Regardless of that. So she should get that. But whoever that promoter is, like
the next
Kingpin,
day.
yeah. Bring us his ads, bring us his head, bring us whatever, because we need to know who the hell this is.
Like at all.
Nah,
If
he
you put one
definitely-
of your fighters in that situation,
He's definitely
and then you're
canceled.
like, oh, be quiet, try and blackmail them because it's something that they did that you said was okay.
That's lucky some perv shit too though.
Yeah.
Weird. It's weird.
It's very
You're a promoter, bro. You
creepy.
can't be doing it.
Well, the whole boxing community is just under shambles right now because like there's that situation.
You know what's crazy? There's like drama in every like
And everyone, because
like the boxing industry.
yeah.
There's
The
so
actual
much.
like the pro boxing industry, the fucking porn industry, the OnlyFans industry. There's like drama in every.
Everything. Like
Yeah,
nobody
why
can
are
get
you starting
along.
so much drama? What's
Right.
happening?
Well, we got Dillion Danis and Nina.
There's probably drama in y'all shit too.
Yeah, we got
Like show thing.
yeah, with 100%, bro. Like a part of the reality TV is and I am CEO. Dan can vouch for me. This is like I try to keep everybody together inside the Netflix family. But then there's every once in a while there's one person that's like, we don't want to be friends with them because we want to be more famous than them. Like we need to be on this. Like, it's like a battle of clouds.
Like ego check.
Ego
That's
check.
how it is out here, though. I swear, with any social media, you have to find your group of people that like understand you and that you guys are on the same page. Because if you don't have like someone that has your back, like in your situation, they're gonna come after you for the wrong reasons, try and twist things the wrong way.
Because what they want is what you have. If there's a person that says, well, he's getting canceled, that leaves a spot open on the roster for me to get.
That's what
famous.
Anthony did, nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
That's Anthony. The first thing he did was try to replace my fight with another nigga. I said, God damn, bro, we was close.
You know what's crazy? So I just spent the weekend in Dominican. Anthony was there. And, you know, he's apologized a million times.
Of course, but he's tried to call everybody that I'm close with.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
He's trying to reach out.
Yeah. So when I spoke with him, I did say, like, I think, you know, sometimes you just, I don't know if I would have said that, especially because of like how close like you and
5 minutes after that.
Wait,
after she
say what happened though for everyone who's listening.
So when the girl posted the fake allegations saying I abused her and shit, my homie Anthony, well, my ex-homie Anthony, who was close, real close, went on a Twitter space with 2,000 people on it and said, "Hey, is Dean still fighting?" And people were like, I don't know. We'll just have to see. I don't know. I don't know, Anthony. He goes, oh, well, shit. If Dean not fighting, we should have another guy fight my opponent instead. Like, And people are like, oh, no, it's not the right time. And come on, bro. Da, da, da. And I had like 10 fans screen record it, send it to me.
No, see, that to me, like, and like obviously 18 is oldest too, because 18's a grown up. He's
40.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're 40, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. Like,
and then he's texting me saying, bro, it's not that serious, bro. Come on, bro. Like, that's my career.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it's just like, you know, like
certain shit you don't play with.
He's at the tail end of it, whereas you're at the beginning. So it's like for him, I think, and you see it a lot in all pro sports, you got to invest into, like, if you want to be around the space, you got to invest in like the younger generation. There's no secret that you're going to be around boxing for another 15 years probably. You know what I mean? He doesn't have 15 years in boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if he wants to be around it, he maybe has 2-3 more years max. You know what I mean? In 2-3 more years, Dean, you're in your mid-20s.
Prime.
You're in your prime. Like, you're still doing this.
Same for you, bit.
It's same. And it's just like you don't ever want to be in a situation where it's like he wanted the clout so bad in this moment that he was willing to kick his friend out of the space.
See, that's what I was saying about loyalty.
But this situation showed me like who's really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It showed me a lot in a lot of
Like, it was a really unfortunate situation, but like I feel like it showed to you who's like true to you.
It did.
You know?
It did. And it also did open up a lot of, like, now I'm represented by the best lawyers in Cali because of the situation and shit like that. So like it got me opened up like a lot of doors.
Yeah. And like obviously you're fighting on the prime, but you have one of the biggest fights, but everybody's gonna tune into your fight, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like
real beef.
So like you're gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna be fucking rich as fuck. You're gonna make a lot of money. You're super young. You still got your whole fight career ahead of you. The best part about all of this is two things. One, win, lose, or draw in England doesn't even go on your pro box rec. Two, when you're done with this influencer scene and you go pro, because I know you will.
Yeah.
You're gonna have loads of experience in media. You're gonna have loads of experience in what it's like to be in front of a camera.
Yeah.
Loads of experience dealing with this drama, and it sets you up to be a superstar champion. I think like outside of like all these people that are trying to come for you right now, there's a term that I tell these people all the time. It's just like when you are closest to your moment of success, when you're closest to that point of really just turning it over and becoming like a household name, is when you have like your darkest moments coming. Like everybody's gonna come for you. Everybody. Like you're gonna have family that are gonna that are victimizing you, saying you're not looking out for us, you're not doing this and that just because you're successful. You're gonna have your friends turning their backs on you. You're gonna have girls trying to tear you down. You're gonna have your own like mental demons, and like they've seen it. Like I fight demons on a day-to-day basis, so I know when I'm saying like the demons will always be there, but you will become stronger to learn how to like fuck all that. I'm gonna wake up the next day. I'm gonna still show up and run 7 miles and come do a podcast and go train again afterwards. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna go knock out.
Yeah, because I could have claimed fucking everybody else claimed depression.
Yeah.
Pulled out of the fight, mental health. Like a lot of these fighters do. I ain't gonna say no names, but a lot of big fighters. One big fighter recently did it probably like 2 years ago. Claimed depression, mental health, and didn't fight for 2 years because of it.
I mean, it's a fair thing too, like, and that's not talked about on social media at all, is how mentally taxing all of this is. You're constantly having people on social media telling you how terrible you are, like you're gonna lose this and that. People saying the lowest of low things too, just to get into your head, because it's a mental game too whenever you're boxing, because it's only you and your opponent. It's like, how can you get into their head? So
well, anyways, so besides all that, October 14th, make sure you guys are tuning into the Prime card. We do need to transition into the final segment of this podcast, so we've been going for an hour about this. Just to finish up this subject, October 14th, live on the Zone pay-per-view, Manchester, United Kingdom, Dean the Great, Chase Samore, titles on the line. Daniel Perfetto will be there as well. So ladies, we can't mess with you during the fight week, but afterwards hit us up. Daniel Hansel during the week.
I'm thirsty,
Be there during the week and after as well. Glory, Manchester United.
Okay, Moses, go ahead and take over your segment.
Okay, so we love to wrap up the podcast with this little segment that I have. It's a little bit spicier and it's a little bit more fun. It's called In the DMs. So I read some confessions that some of our followers have sent in. They messaged them to us. And so I read them to you and you guys tell us, how would you handle the situation? Because they're very interesting situations that just...
Wait, these DMs that you got?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're real ones.
From dudes?
Anyone.
Okay.
Guys and girls. Here we go. Am I wrong for sending a text to a guy telling him I don't feel connection instead of ghosting him? Whenever he responded, he said he was angry, told me I was childish, that I think in a way too ahead, and I did really think that he liked me too much. Am I delusional? I told my friends. He said, does she think any other guy that talks to her is in love with her? So how would you handle a situation whenever you're trying to ghost someone, but they come back saying you're childish?
If they're ghosted, there's a really easy way to do it. You swipe right on the D&D. I ain't never heard of you.
Oh God. Nah, that nigga bugging. He just butt hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, if a bid tell you she got no connection, okay, bid next.
Yeah,
There's too many girls out
You
here.
have to like his response.
There's 1 billion girls more, 1 billion more girls than men in this world right now. So what the fuck? What are you tweaking for?
So you're saying there's a lot of fish in the sea?
There's too many fish in the sea to be tweaking.
100%. Dan and I just got back from San Diego, and what was it? It was like their population from guy to girl ratio at San Diego was 70-30.
Damn. San Diego?
San Diego State. We went there and we were so confused because
When the next time I go in?
we saw like almost no guys. We're like you remember this? It was ridiculous. It was like all girls at this school, and I was so confused. Granted, they all like pretty much look the same.
Hey, just because I have some fake blonde hair and light eyes. I'm one of a kind, okay?
No, with his situation, if I'm the guy and I'm trying to give my personal advice, I would say to him, like, if you ever seen the movie Hitch, if you haven't seen that, go watch it. But basically, that'll give you pretty much a cue as to what not to do. Don't be the sweat. Don't be the simp. Don't be the crybaby. Because at the end of the day, Andrew Tate says it. Everybody knows it. It's like, as a man, you're supposed to be a little bit more tough than crying over a girl that ghosted you. And if you're the girl, shout out to you. I hope you got 1 million dudes in your DMs, because you're never going to find the 6'5", rich, fucking successful, non-toxic man like Chase the Moore. I'm just kidding.
I don't know about
You're never going to find a Daniel Perfetto in the streets or a Dean the Great. So good luck to you. I hope you enjoy your State Farm worker. Anyway.
Okay. Next one.
Although you got to get there, babe.
Oh, sorry.
Dan, what's your take on that?
On that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just from the girl's point of view, or, if I was in that situation and I said to someone like, hey, I don't feel that connection, and they were a little bit salty, it is what it is. Like, if you're not selfish at your age now, what are you doing? You're not doing it for them, you're doing it for you. So it's better to see it early than later. Don't lie to someone, be real, and if they get their feelings hurt, so be it.
Yeah, I feel like something.
He lucky he got a text.
That's true.
Most men, they just ghost your ass, or
They just hit the block.
right, or he's actually, you see him boomerang with a Lamborghini logo on the back of the head type shit.
It's the PJ.
Fact.
It's the boat in Tulum. Why are you in Tulum?
Exactly.
She in Miami. It's over.
Yeah, if your girl goes to Miami, or even,
That's a whole other topic, though.
You ain't going to Tulum. You ain't going to Miami. You ain't going where else? You ain't going to
a Europe trip.
Cabo.
Or if she's a flight attendant as well,
Oh yeah,
she ain't your girl.
she ain't your girl, bro. Like if your girl a flight attendant, she our girl. We love her equally.
We share it, brother.
She getting a bunch of flowers.
Our
Talk about, oh, my best friend sent me these. Your best friend lives in Los Angeles. We're in Spain. How you meet him?
What's
What's the next one?
Okay, so the next one is, so this girl has a boyfriend. He works in, finance and whatnot. So he takes on a lot of clients. And she saw that on his phone, he was texting one of his clients, who just so happens to be a female, saying, I can't wait to see you. And this girl was kind of like blowing up the phone a little bit. She was like, hey, what's going on with that? And she says that he deleted the text message. But since then, our relationship has been terrible. We argue every day. There's no proof of anything, but yet I keep seeing her name pop up on
Innocent until proven guilty. Maybe she's seen somebody else. Maybe she was tired. She may have been a little delusional. Who knows? You dig what I'm saying? So,
Innocent until proven guilty.
innocent until proven guilty.
I mean, he deleted some messages, though.
I think with this one, if there's no track record, like it doesn't sound like there's a track record of it. If you've never seen anything and you've never heard of anything, and then you're just assuming like all of your, I think a lot of that plays into insecurity. I went to school for relationship therapy. The first sign of unfaithfulness is going through messages, and I think if she's going through the messages, 9 out of 10 times she's doing something.
Yep. I'm a mom of them. Cheating ass.
She's cheating, because that means if she thinks in her head internally that you could get away with this, in her head she's already played out how you could get away with it, because she's been down that road before. And in my experience, that's where that comes from. So if she in her head says he deleted some messages, I'm a firm believer that your significant other does not need to see every conversation you have with other people, because that's a conversation between them. I have a different relationship with you, with Dean, with Dan, than Dan has with Dean, with you, with me, and the conversations are not all gonna pan out the same. So
I feel like too, you can't have a relationship without trust. Like, what is
And she
it
should
if
be
you're-
thankful because he get bitches.
Bring it up.
yeah, he can get bitches.
Yeah, so she got something that everybody
Wait,
wants.
you just turned that.
Yeah.
He's right though.
She has something that everybody wants. So
Oh my god.
And I've seen. Dean, would you date a girl that no man wanted?
no.
Would you date a girl that no man wanted?
No.
Would you date a man that no man wanted? Or no man? No girl wanted.
No. it's
Why
nice
would
to
you
have
want
a
to
little
date somebody that nobody
prized
wants?
possession. That's true.
I want a Lambo.
I'm not
He
finna-
wants a Lambo. He wants
I'm not finna get a car nobody want, bitch.
Yeah.
Which is like that little small ass smart car. Nobody will get that.
But we ain't driving Honda Civics around.
Oh god.
Take your Ford Explorer elsewhere.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Next one though. This one's a little bit interesting. She said, one morning me and my boyfriend were just talking and all of a sudden he asked me a question saying, how would you feel if I fucked your neighbor? It was so out of the blue. It didn't even register with me until later that day. I said some stupid joke to change the subject. He stayed another week, still acting loving and intimate. I couldn't forget what he said. After trying to understand it for a week, I just had to break it off.
Okay, well, she has a lot of insecurity issues behind that alone.
The fact that it was out of the blue.
Yeah, I mean, but depending on people's personality, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes people just say dumb shit just to get a reaction. For her to call off an entire relationship off of one comment just seems like...
Wait, she said she'll fuck.
Yeah. Like,
Red flag. Cut that off.
like they asked. Like,
That's true.
what would
Wait,
you
the
do?
girl said it?
No, the guy asked.
Well, we need to know the most important question here. What does the neighbor look like?
Oh my God. But there's no other context to that. It's just out of the blue. He randomly asked what would happen if.
So they're just sitting on the couch watching Netflix.
Oh, he asked that.
Yeah, he asked.
Oh,
and
I
then she ended up overthinking it and then ended up cutting it off with him
Okay, in my opinion, I think that
after a week though.
if the girl said to the guy, if you're over at the girl's house and she said, hey, how'd you feel I fucked my neighbor? Like, that's a red flag. If the guy's coming over and you guys are just like joking around and he goes, how'd you feel if I fucked your neighbor? Yes, I would be like, it's a little bit weird that you said that. But two, like, I don't know if I'm calling off an entire relationship because of it. Because if it's just one comment, it goes back to what Dean was saying about a liked photo or a flight attendant or
You could
that.
just be joking. Like, I've said stupid things before.
Yeah.
Like that. So it depends.
Like, hey,
on your
what your moms look
relationship
like? Type shit. I be saying shit.
Yeah, what's your mom look like? Oh, you got a sister? What
Right,
you say?
right. Oh god.
Yeah, I feel like that one was a little bit uncalled for, and I feel like there's more to the situation.
There has to-
Like
there
all
has
I
to be
got
more
was
to
like this little paragraph.
I bet you the neighbor is
So-
pretty bad though, and she was just insecure.
Probably.
Like,
Like, if I, and then, like, here's the thing, too.
What if
like,
she was old as shit and he was like joking?
Yeah.
Or like, what if they had like, what if he was just trying to get on? You know, sometimes you just like to get on your significant other's nerves because you're bored. Like,
I would love doing that.
I'm gonna get on you like your nerves today just because like I'm just bored right now. And be like, hey, like, how do you feel? I smashed that girl over there. Obviously, I wouldn't be very happy, and that would be very fucked up. You know what I mean?
Sometimes
Like,
it's fun to bicker.
Yeah.
but like for me, like I've always like more modesty. So like if a girl had said that to me, it wouldn't be the what she said, it'd be how she said it. Like I would never want my girlfriend to be like, yo, how'd you feel if I
Yeah,
sucked
I'd be
dude's
like,
dick
no.
over there?
Yeah, okay, that's
Okay, like
Yeah.
now you gotta go.
Oh god.
We're not playing that.
Okay, the next one is a little bit of a touchy situation. So he says, I'm dating my girlfriend for about a year and 3 months, but she's anorexic and has lost about 25 kilograms. ever
Anorexic?
since- Yeah.
Oh, man.
Ever since I started dating her. When I first met her, she had a very attractive body, big thighs, big butt, and breasts, and all that stuff. Sadly, she got really insecure about her body, stopped eating, losing about 20 kilograms a year. Every time I look at her, I just can't find her attractive. She's very thin, lost a lot of body mass, and is very pale. It gets harder every day for me to kiss her and even have sex with her. And I want to know if I should do something about it or if I'm honestly just being an asshole and I shouldn't care, but I just don't know how to handle the situation.
Okay, well, just for reference, so most people know that 20 kgs is almost like 40 pounds. Just so that, you know.
Well, just based on that, like it seems pretty serious. If she's lost that much amount of weight, I would probably try and talk to her about it and help her maybe like go to the gym or start eating.
No, it's only two. She either
whey
dying or she on
protein.
crack. That's the only two.
She on crack.
Or there's something else.
The only two ways she losing that.
Yeah, 40 pounds is crazy.
Yeah.
That's nigga.
Listen, for retrospect, if you lost 40 pounds, you'd probably be dead. If you had 40 pounds, you'd probably just sit in the bathroom and cry.
How much did she weigh though?
A little
It
bit.
did.
Yeah, if she's fat, then she needed that. But if she's like 160. She lost
something
40
must have
pounds.
happened though. If he's saying like she looked like this and she lost 40 pounds, there's obviously some part of the story that either he doesn't know about or
there's a comment. Somebody said something ruined her day because you don't just like wake up one day looking at me and be like, I'm a fat piece of shit.
But I
Or
feel
sometimes
like
I
in a
guess, but I would never
relationship-
like just stop eating.
we do.
Yeah, you do. I feel like in a relationship too, like part of it is showing that you care for them and say like, you know, bringing them aside and being like, hey, like I'm concerned about you. Like, let's talk, you know?
Yeah, like it's true. One of the love languages, words of affirmation that helps some people. Communication helps relationships. Also, but like here's the thing: if you're with somebody for a very, very long period of time, like he said, he's been with her for a year. There comes a point where it's just like it's not on him, and I'm sure everybody in here has dealt with this at some point, to remind you every single day. Like, I don't need to tell you I love you every single day for me to prove I love you. Like if I like you and I'm doing things for you, if I'm driving to go see you, giving you money to get your hair done, paying for food, doing this, I have a long day of training, I have a long day of boxing. I don't want to come back and I'd rather sit on the couch, watch a movie, chill out. That's fine. I don't want to come back and have to sit there and have a 2-hour conversation with you about how much you mean to me every single day for the last year.
That brings in like your guys' boxing, how that affects your guys' relationships as well. Too.
Not just boxing. If you have like a
job, a normal job.
If you go to school, if you're stressed about other things, like I don't want to have to stress about X, Y, and Z, and then come home and have to sit and have a 2-hour conversation with you and explain to you.
That's why you need a bit of understanding.
Yeah. Like if you're here, it means I like you. That's in my take. Like, cause Dan, like you got guys that are above average around you all the time. And if like I've taken the time out of my day with your ex or any of my exes, it's just like if I'm there, that means that you are special and you beat out 100 different girls because like you could go to the club and D's bringing back whatever girl he wants. You go to the club, I've seen it. You're bringing back whatever you want at whim. You know, you know what I mean? Like it comes to a point where it's like if I choose to not do that, it's because obviously I care about you. So.
Yeah. No, exactly. I feel like we're all in that situation though, for sure. Like
I also think it's a little bit weird though, like 40 pounds. Like
that's
I feel like I'd notice on my girl if she lost 10 pounds. You know what I mean? I'd be like,
yeah, but if it's over, if it's over a year though, like if you think about it, like 5 pounds.
But if she had said something consistently and she's not changing something, I feel like that leads to something even bigger.
Yeah, that's true. That was the last one I had though. So.
No, perfect. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning into the #1 podcast in your world. Thank you, Dean the Great. Thank you, Daniel Perfetto. Can you tell them where we can find you guys all across all social media?
Dean the Great on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube,
Twitter.
The Hub, that's fine. Anywhere.
The Hub.
Anywhere.
Hold on.
I'm everywhere.
Yeah, and just Daniel Perfetto _ on Instagram, and then my name, Daniel Perfetto, on TikTok and Snapchat as well.
And you can find Daniel Perfetto on Netflix's original series, Dated and Related, Season 1. You can find Dean the Great October 14th, defending his title for the 4th time in a row, because for some reason they just really want to take it from him.
Right.
You can find Gabrielle on Gabrielle_Moses on all platforms. Thank you guys so much for tuning to the #1 podcast in the world. I'm your host, Chase Demore.
And Gabrielle Moses.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah.